Hello everybody. In this video we're going to discuss the concepts that were learned in the Unit 3 PowerPoint, major triads in C major. Students have to be able to identify what a major triad looks like in standard notation. They have to be able to construct triads using the scale degrees and accurately play triads with proper technique on the guitar. In the next slide we have our C major scale from root to octave. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Tonic, supertonic, mediant, subdominant, dominant, submediant, leading tone, and tonic again. In open position on the guitar, we know that scale sounds like this. There are 3 notes in a triad. To find those 3 notes, using the C major scale, we locate our first note, C, root, with the tonic. The second note being a major third interval above that. Our mediate, or E, is next. We have our perfect fifth interval above the root, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G, or dominant, going on top. In standard notation, we have our root, third, and fifth, generating our triad. 1, 2, 3 notes, root, third, fifth. On the guitar, using that scale, we can also identify the triad notes by using our scale degrees. Root, C. Supertonic, D. Mediant, E. Major third interval, the second note of our triad. Perfect fourth, F. Dominant, G. Perfect fifth. Therefore, C, E, and G are the notes we're using to generate this triad. Now, to play the triad accurately on the guitar, the proper technique is to hold those 3 notes down. Well, 2 of them are held down by our fingers rather, and the third note of the triad, the G, is open. Make sure only to strum with our pick strings A, D, and G. If you're going to pluck the strings with your fingers instead, we use our thumb, index, and second finger. Thumb going on the A string, index on the D string, and our second finger on the G string. Holding those notes down, we pluck them all at once. Nice smooth sound. In the next slide, we have 4 groups of 3 strings each. Those 4 groups. The first one being E, A, D. The second group being A, D, G. The third group being D, G, and B. And the last group, fourth, being G, B, and E. We can play triads in each of those groups because each group has 3 strings on it, and we can play 1 note on each string. This chord is shown in your last slide. It's the C major chord. But rather than just having our standard C major chord with our third finger, 3rd fret, 5th string, second finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, and index finger, 1st fret, 2nd string, we're going to simply shift our 3rd finger from the C to the G directly above it, and we're going to insert our pinky right underneath of that to hold down the C. Now it's important to tuck your elbow in so that your pinky doesn't mute out the 4th string which the 2nd finger is using to play the E note. If we strum that chord clearly, we have a C major chord. If you hold that chord down and play each of those 4 groups of strings individually, you've successfully played the 4 C major triads in open position. Please access D2L and complete the additional exercise that's been uploaded that pertains directly to this PowerPoint. Thanks for paying attention.